I'm glad it was.
We're back.
For a couple of minutes.
Apparently, this is the coolest. I haven't played it yet. This is the first I'm seeing of it.
2 games you're playing, this is one of them.
This is one of them.
Played it?
And
Look,
because
he's
Linux is a
Did he just live
what
a turd?
Linux is.
So
absolutely.
He left a turd on the
It's
toilet.
part of the game for you trying to get games to work when
Yes.
they shouldn't. So that's the game you're playing.
I do
It's like the meta
do
game.
IT professionally, so getting things to work really is sort of my thing. Like, and it's part of the fun is actually making things go.
Yeah.
And so I haven't made this go yet.
I could
it'll be
see that, yeah.
It'll be a thing pretty soon, and then I'm gonna get it going. It's gonna be awesome.
I could see you doing
Once
that,
it runs, it's gonna be awesome.
You actually kind of always done that, because I remember in like high school you had a computer with no case or something.
Mama.
You were like, let's fire the
No
bad
case.
boy up, okay? Let's
No
get
case.
this stick in here and just wind it up, you know?
Because I
It
stole
runs on diesel, you know, and like
I stole Patrick Newberg's Voodoo graphics card.
he doesn't watch.
I bought a second one, put it in a case that was way too small.
Yeah.
Had to take the cover off because nothing would fit because all the cables were
So
too big. It was
you
like
had
a
2
mid tower.
AGP slots?
No, this was before AGP. Well, wait.
Oh yeah.
What slots
I
were we
thought
using?
it
Was
was
it AGP?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Those
Before
AGP slots.
PCIe, I think it was just straight AGP.
Yeah, it must have been.
letter
But the
sliders you guys
tower,
right
the
now.
tower was everyone. You know, if you're a true gamer.
Well, you know, now I don't know. I don't know what was before AGP, because I had a
PCI was always a thing. These actually could have been still
I had a
PCI
Pentium
slots.
class. That was my first PC. It was a Pentium class, and I
Yeah.
don't know what it did not have.
Well,
the
are we
graphics
talking about your
cards-
compact?
Yeah.
I distinctly
yeah.
remember the horror of that
Yeah,
machine.
yeah, it
Those
was
were
huge.
all PCI cards. There was nothing else going on there.
Yeah.
And it was encased in a
The
solid
graphics
metal.
card was actually like a thing that I had to push in. It was a physical thing that
Yeah, no.
like a Pentium, like it looked like a processor. Like you put it in there. That was the graphics
Really?
card. Yeah, that's what I had.
Okay.
I didn't have like a
So sort of an
card.
on-board thing.
Yeah, you had.
I mean, that's back again, sort of, in a weird way, but
yeah.
Intel's
terribly.
got its own sort
Horrible.
of, like, what is the...
It's never
Ivy
really
Graphics
left.
6000, something or other.
It's never really left.
Yeah, it's never really left.
Yeah,
It's sort of
always
been a thing.
around. Look, he's at a university giving a speech. What a boring game.
How do you know it's a university?
Maybe it's a church.
It's the
I don't
upside
know.
down U.
That's it.
I think it's a penis with wings, but
That could be a thing, too. I don't know.
I mean, that's
See,
obvious
again, I haven't
what
played
it
this
is.
game, so who knows? I'm going to make this a thing, though. This is going to be awesome. I can feel it. I feel
You're gonna
got a
have
good
it?
feeling.
You're gonna
Got a
have
good
it work.
feeling. Yeah, I will let you know
Report back.
as soon as I'm
Next time you're in
disappointed
Alaska.
with the experience.
Yeah.
I will let you
I'm
know.
disappointed with the experience so far.
Well, you know what I can do is
Portland?
I live in Portland. What I'll do, I'll get it going, do a few run-throughs.
Something's going to
I'll be
snake.
very disappointed. I'll send a detailed email
Like an octopus
to
is
Dima
attacking
about how
the computer.
disappointed I am.
This is straight up Final Fantasy 6/3
Yeah.
in the U.S.
Love those games,
This is
though, man.
this is like the theater mode. The theater. Yeah. Look at that go. Oh, those static octopus tentacles. They're very nicely done.
But apparently this is a thing.
Oh, that's a matter.
And it's going to be cool. And to make a long story short, it's not the graphics card that burned out, is that I was foolish enough to slip a new graphics card into an old computer that Justin has had the pleasure of using that is now no longer a thing.
Tried to play Witcher 1 on that thing.
Yes, and it technically worked.
Yeah, it did. I did get to play some of it.
You did get to
I
play.
remember you
All my
playing-
save games were corrupted.
Oh.
It had nothing to do with you.
It's like, oh, shit.
I remember that because coming in, you were like, "I couldn't get this to run." Your save games, like that's because they're all corrupted. That's great. Yeah,
I
because my
remember.
graphics card
I
was
remember
killing
you
my
were playing
Northridge.
something, and it was you were just playing it, and it was on the lowest possible graphic settings. It was below low. It was
Fable.
It was Fable, and it
I
was
remember
like,
you
it was
being
like
very
a
upset.
polygon.
I remember you being extremely
I came
upset
in
about
and
that.
and you were doing this, and I'm like, what is this? And you're like, oh, it's Fable, and I'm like, how are you?
Unrecognizable.
How
The
are you-
graphics were horrible.
It looked
Yeah.
like King's Quest.
It
No, no,
was-
it was like
It was on the lowest settings that I could go.
simplified polygons. I
Because
mean, I don't
it
even.
was on
And it was
a
like black and white.
Pentium 3?
It was something weird going on with it because you were like, it does this.
There was something
Whatever.
going on.
Yeah.
So the graphics were terrible. It was on the lowest settings, but there was something going on anyway. Like
Yeah.
the computer was dying. So
Yeah.
there was some kind of janky sort of rainbow thing that was going on. Sometimes it would have a black and white issue on some pieces of it.
That it was
the
very
rainbow would
exciting.
steal the color from
Yeah, it was weird. It
How do you
still
know?
ran, and then after a while it would get super slow, and I'd have to turn the entire thing off, restart it, do the entire thing again. But
Yeah,
at,
there's some
the,
memory
at the
leak.
time, again, it's the whole thing. I don't really have time to be messing around, like, doing that stuff, so I would just play it for a minute, because I like Fable so much. I thought it was a great
Fable's
game.
great.
But you weren't really playing Fable.
Yeah,
See,
because
that's the thing.
I wasn't getting the full experience.
Yeah,
if that's
not
what you
at
mean.
all.
Yeah, not even
You
close.
were getting a whole
Like,
different game, actually.
I was being called names, as is the
Chicken
custom.
kicker?
Chicken kicker.
Yeah.
As is the custom in Fable. But I didn't have the graphics capability to figure out who I needed to punch in the face to get it to stop.
Yeah.
And so I got called Chicken Kicker a lot.
By people you didn't see?
I
It was
I
either
saw
creepy
something.
or
Vaguely
person.
aware.
I saw something. There was something there. And I punched it, but by the time I punched it, I think they were gone.
Yeah. You
I had
just
my bow
punched-
out and I was trying to get it, and
It's
it was
basically
too late. Yeah.
you're like playing a simulator of a person who has
Yeah.
been shot in the eyes,
Yeah.
and they're like recovered, kind of, but not really. They
Yeah.
kind of know there's.
I was playing a fight simulator that I couldn't see the air or the ground.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
basically what was happening. And
You just hope you didn't.
that's
crash.
really not exactly. I just wanted to get the dialogue
Yeah.
experience.
I hated
Yeah.
the guy that told you your mana's low. Watch that.
Yeah, that was
That
irritating.
guy. Yeah.
Same
He'd
game.
always-
I think that's Fable 1.
Yeah, that's Fable 1. He'd tell you.
Great game.
He'd
which,
give you a reminder when you're
Yeah.
at 25% on everything.
great game.
Running low on health. You better watch that.
If you are planning on cheating in that game, which I am prone to cheating,
Yeah. Well, whatever.
it is not a good idea because all of a sudden every it's like this in their games too. I think it's Fallout 3 is the same way.
What
If you
kind-
try to cheat, all the enemies become very powerful,
Oh, yeah?
which is still okay.
Okay.
I mean, you're still buff enough to be able to handle that, but you also get
Oh, you're
this
talking about like power leveling.
exactly
Okay.
power leveling up. You also get the side effect that your entire body becomes one gigantic bruise. It literally looks like you've been because you get punched in
Nice.
every place, and you look like you've got an incredible tan
How
because
did
you just
cheat?
get beat to
How
shit.
how did you cheat on? What's the cheat on?
I think I was just on God mode or something. I just turned it on.
Oh,
through
okay,
some
okay,
kind of
okay,
external
okay.
cheat, I think.
Okay.
Just because I wanted to, because the graphics were so bad. In this case,
It's
it was,
always just
it's always
fun to-
something.
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
in this case,
Okay.
with the graphics so bad, I couldn't possibly win. Like without, so I turned God mode on. I'd get beat up in the fight circles, where you get sort of the recognition of being that guy, and your entire body is one bruise and it never heals. So you're just dark the entire time, and everyone always comments about how horrible you look and like you look sick or you look horrible or
What are the games? Oh, that was Elder Scrolls, where they're like, you don't look so good.
you turn into a vampire.
And well, not only
One
that,
of the
it's
Elder
like whenever
Scrolls,
you get a
Morrowind or
disease,
something. Yeah.
It's every one of them.
Disease,
right?
that's true too.
Is it Skyrim or Oblivion that you get diseases? You can get contracts. And
Oh no,
I know at
it's
least-
all of them.
It's
Morrowind, you can get diseases too, and
all of them.
they
I
don't
know
say
it's
it out
there,
loud
yeah,
because
yeah, 'cause
Morrowind's
it
all
was-
dialogue or
yeah,
text, but
yeah.
they'll say it in the text too. I think.
Oh, you don't
It's
look
like
so
you don't look
good.
so good, and they won't sell to you sometimes if you're too bad. If your vampirism has gone too far along, they won't sell to you at all. Like, and
I
they'll
know
just
that.
try to run
I
away.
definitely remember
Yeah.
hearing, "Oh, you look terrible. You need a nap or something like that."
You might want to see a
Yeah,
doctor.
a
as
nap,
I
yeah.
recall, something
a nap
for a
will
healer.
definitely cure this bark skin
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
disease. Yeah, nap. That's all I need.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Spacebound, apparently that's cool. I'm going to play it as ASAP.
Starbound?
It's me here.
I have, in fact, physically played the game Terraria.
Yeah.
It's good. It's got a cult following.
Played a little bit of it, but I'm more a Minecraft guy, so I was like,
Exactly.
this is, like,
If you're a Minecraft guy, you're probably not going to be as into it, and vice versa.
yep.
I used to run, even to the point where I ran a Terraria server when I used to work in the knock at the job I previously had. When things were low, I'd get online and do that up. But
There's
I
some
don't,
cool
I don't
stuff
do
in
that
Terraria,
anymore.
like
So.
going down, like into, you can go like hell or something. Like you can get some crazy stuff. Down
Yeah,
there, right?
you can go up, you can go down. Down is of course, the coolest. As you get into the lava, there's some-
Lava's very cool.
Lava's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
You
I
can
like
make
lava.
new stuff with it, and like all kinds of things happen. You can As is sort of, I think the Minecraft thing, you can actually pipe everything up to your actual house.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Or down, depending on what you're doing. And, craft things. You can make a
Much
functioning
easier in
toilet.
2D space on Terraria.
Yeah, exactly.
You only have a couple directions. But
Exactly, right.
Let's talk about something else.
Okay. We're moving
you
on.
have a topic in mind, or are you just wanting to move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about probably. Well, it's been a hot topic for a while for everyone.
Elder Scrolls, I agree.
It's
What's up?
well, first, the first two I want to talk about. No Man's Sky
No, oh my lord.
And
Is
Pokemon Go.
is a Minecraft thing.
and Pokemon Go.
I have not played either of these things, but unfortunately I am quite familiar as it's excessively spoken about.
Yeah.
At like
I don't mind
Which
Pokemon
is fine.
Go. They are coming out with a patch or something, another patch where you could walk your Pokemon.
really.
I
Next to
saw
you?
that mentioned online, but it's not.
I don't know if it's
not
real or not.
confirmed. It's not out or anything. So
Is this opening up to like people battling you and
I don't know what it is.
Nothing's
It's
confirmed.
probably
Nothing
just
like
like
that?
you have
Okay.
something. And,
they're still
Interesting.
working on the game.
Huh.
There's no Pokemon in your
no,
neighborhood.
it's it was released
Nothing in here?
incomplete.
Nothing.
That's how I feel is released
Oh,
incomplete.
there's a Pidgey, but
Yeah, who cares?
not
about
here,
all that?
Not a Snorlax though, that's what you're saying.
Yep. And No Man's Sky, so they're offering refunds on this thing.
I've heard about this
You know,
this
every
refund
retailer.
issue.
What GameStop's offering refunds?
Amazon,
PlayStation.
Steam.
Maybe I'm wrong about this. I thought I heard Steam was a thing, and then people were saying they're not offering refunds anymore or something. Or
I don't
not
know
at all.
about Steam. I have no idea.
I mean, Steam
I did
has
hear
the
Steam was
regular
a thing,
refund
though. Yeah.
program.
Yeah.
Right.
The 2 hours.
I think
or...
what is it? I think they have like is it a if you don't like it you can get a refund, or is it a if it doesn't work on your computer you can get a refund?
I would assume both. But
Through
it's
Steam
also...
or all?
Steam.
Might have been just Steam.
I
Then.
would assume both, but there's a playtime limit, so I mean,
okay.
probably doesn't matter what your
Right.
I
reason is.
had Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition, and it worked great on one of my older build PCs, and then now I have a brand new PC, and
Right.
it does not work, and I try to get a refund, and they're like, "Sorry, dude,
Really?
you can't do." And I'm like, I would love.
You're running Windows 10 on this?
Yeah,
Huh.
but I mean, because when it came out, it was Microsoft Live. It was attached to that and Steam, and you had to log in through Microsoft Live, then go back to Steam, and it was a really convoluted
That's
way.
awkward.
And then they did something, and the Microsoft Live is no longer that marketplace or whatever is gone.
Right.
You know, and so they said they passed it, but I still can't get it to run. I can't. It doesn't boot up. It doesn't go anywhere. So I'm like, hey man, game doesn't load. Can I get rid of it? Can I get a disc? I mean, can I
but
just-
you've played it a lot. So.
yeah, I guess I
So
did.
no.
But now I can't.
That's unfortunate, dude.
Yeah, and I'd
Games
like to.
stop
but...
working eventually, though. They couldn't
No,
do my original Game Boy.
These games will never stop working.
You said this was
know?
Dark Souls, right? The original
Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. Yeah.
Okay.
I have
How old is Dark Souls 1?
the first one. Dude.
while ago,
11/11/11 was when Skyrim came out, and that was 2 months before Dark Souls 2, or not 2 months even. It was. So I'm going to
day.
say
It's
about
like
a year
late
before.
2010 or
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, 2010. I'm going to say, and
That
then,
should be.
maybe even.
That's
9.
really weird.
But it's okay. I mean, I do have 3 versions, so I'm all right with it. Let me see so I think it's kind of weird that they're offering refunds, and it's a good thing though. But what they really should do is just simply drop the price to what it's actually like worth, which is an indie game price.
How much are they? How much is the? What's the
It's
going rate?
$60.
Oh,
$60
hello.
game.
Standard game.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is standard.
And I've heard this said a lot of times. It's 10,000 miles long and an inch deep.
Yeah, right.
You know, we said that before. And
Well,
so,
as I think I mentioned this to Justin at some point. Maybe it's
2011.
time that
yeah.
Dima re-releases it when all the DLCs are out,
Yeah.
and maybe it's worth playing.
maybe it is
at some
yeah.
point.
But I mean, at
You do another No Man's Sky
at
edition.
$60,
like,
it's really,
Yeah.
really pricey for barely.
that's rough.
You know, I mean, you fly around and then you really get the gimmick fast.
Yeah.
You know, really, really fast, and it's like. pointless after that. Especially after you beat it.
Yeah.
And I can't. Man, I wish I could tell you, but I don't know if you're ever gonna beat it. I don't know
Not
if
until
you're
they make
gonna
it a better
put,
game.
Huh?
Not until they make it a better game, but
Yeah.
still holding out.
Yeah.
So you've got it. You played it a little bit. You're putting on hold. You're putting it on
I
hold
might pop
until.
in and out every once in a while, but right now I have no point to play the game. Like, everything
For sure.
you do is you go to a planet and you get resources. The only thing you're really doing is getting your inventory bigger, or making a bigger ship so you can hold more stuff, so that you can go to another planet to do it all over again. Like,
Yeah.
that's it. I
I'm
mean,
already
the
irritated.
main
It's rinse
goal
and heat.
of
Yeah.
the game is supposed to get to the center of the universe, but I haven't really tried that. I'm really far away. I'm at the beginning.
You know that
so-
the galactic core,
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
Yeah. Oh boy. And when you get there, you'll be pissed off.
Because it's gonna be just like everything else.
Yeah. I'm not even
Interesting.
gonna spoil it for you. Pokemon Go, I think, has again, it's another incomplete game. Glad it was free.
Yep.
So I'm not going to complain that. At first, I was like, man, it's really a disservice to the fans because it really is. But
A bit.
because it's free, I'm okay with it. Please don't buy any of the microtransaction stuff. Cause,
No, you can.
My understanding though
you can
is that
collect it.
the microtransactions thing they kept that sort of a minimum. Is that true?
I
Like
mean,
you
it's
can
there,
you can't technically do
and you
that,
can
but
get
it's
the money naturally without paying money. So.
okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah, you could get all the stuff. Just
And I guess
Just
maybe
like, yeah.
maybe my problem is
I
I,
mean, it's
don't
all
I don't
rare.
mind that they're there, but if
Yeah.
they're you have to get
it's for
you have
people
to buy
with no
at least
patience.
just yeah
It's
exactly.
with people with no
Yeah,
patience
yeah.
generally.
And you do hit a big level cap.
Like I
grind
live out
thing.
here, and if you
Okay.
look on the map, there's nothing out here. There's no gym. There's
There's
no refresh. You have
See.
to go into the city to do stuff.
So in rural
out here,
areas, it
like,
would be
people
more of
can
like
buy
a,
it, but
yeah, right.
but why would you anyways? Because there's also no Pokemons out here. Pokemans.
Pokemans.
There's
Yeah,
like
a rat
two.
and a pigeon.
Yeah, rats and a pigeon. Who cares about that? I got
Huh.
king of rats over here.
They've been changing it up a little bit. Like in my neighborhood, like when I'm at home, I can have it on, and I can see what spawns around me in the general area. And over the last 2 to 3 weeks, they've like made the more rare stuff start spawning, like in normal spots. So it has
Yeah.
renewed my interest in it, but still,
So
they still need to add a lot of features.
the games I'm looking forward to. One of them got delayed again.
Probably all the games.
Not
I'm looking
again.
forward
I
to.
wouldn't say again. Final Fantasy got delayed.
Okay.
You know that game's been delayed like 1,000 times.
Has it?
It's over 10 years old in the making. So
Really?
yeah.
Final Fantasy 15?
Yes.
Oh well, cool. It's gonna be better.
I'm sorry, that doesn't shock me at all.
Hey, I can't wait. All right, I'm cool
It-
with
it
that.
looks-
I'm fine that it's delayed.
I like
it looks amazing.
the way it looks, and I'm interested in the movie. We still need to watch that.
Yeah.
Kingsglaive, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh,
I
damn,
actually
haven't seen
I was gonna
that.
download it, and I don't know if we have time to even watch it at all ever.
not before
when
Dave
you're here.
leaves, but yeah.
I'd love to watch it. We should do an
Do you think?
episode.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just a little quick movie review. Maybe we'll get Nelson in on it. He likes this stuff.
He's a
Um,
nerd.
He's
Super
a good nerd
yeah.
for that kind of thing. So what else is Persona 5 next year though, or early Valentine's?
I don't-
is the
Valentine's Day.
release
Did
date.
they finally give an American
Yeah.
release date?
Valentine's? Well, I thought it was. That's where.
The American release date was not
This
announced,
is- Oh no, they didn't.
but the Japanese release date has been set for a while. It was going to be later in America.
Oh.
February is probably the American release date.
All right, I'll have to look at it again. I don't know, whatever. So those two I'm looking forward to. There's a couple other ones that I'm sure are there, but those two are my main.
Mass
main
Effect
master.
was mine
Amendments.
delayed
Oh,
till
Andromeda.
early next year.
So that's great.
I
because
am
I'll be busy with other things.
Beyond excited about it.
Because you played the 3 all.
Yes,
Mass
I
Effect,
have.
I remember playing.
have
I beat
indeed.
3 at your house for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Was it your save?
Well, it
Must
was
have
my save, and then I didn't I must not have realized, or
How
or
close you
something. Maybe it was how close I was, but also like that there were different endings.
Oh, yeah.
But then
Yeah,
Justin
yeah, yeah.
Justin was like, "Oh, you got to see this," and I think we went through all the
that's
endings,
what it
and it
was,
was
yeah.
just like blue,
There's a color
red,
palette swap
yellow,
there.
or whatever
Yeah.
the color scheme is.
Yeah.
And this was before, because I think they put in a DLC or whatever it was,
Right, yeah.
patch,
Yeah,
whatever it
just
was,
change it, yeah.
added a little bit because people were fucking upset
Yeah.
about that. Like, are you
I
serious?
wasn't,
Like, this is it?
but you know, a lot of people were.
I was disappointed, but I wasn't mad about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have, yeah.
Mass
And then
Effect
you
3
showed me
itself
all of them because
is
we
like
just
the ending.
did general, like, tweaks and got all the endings, and then we're like, that's it? Like, what?
Yeah.
All right.
But Mass Effect 3 itself is an ending to that series. Like, the
Right.
whole thing.
And then
is like,
that's another one that I downloaded legally.
Yeah.
With I've never played the PvP, P2P, whatever they're
Oh,
calling
dude,
it.
I love that one.
Yeah, I've heard that
multiplayer is-
I've
I'm
heard
all
that
over
that's
that.
bomb. Never
Yeah.
tried it.
it wouldn't work on your
because
legal copy?
It doesn't work on my legal copy because it's stuck at 50% to get it to work correctly. And everything.
Yeah.
Never was able to do it. At some point, I promise that I will actually purchase it and
hope
I'm
they
really
do my
looking
thing.
forward to
But
Andromeda.
I hope they do
yeah,
a
it's gonna be
remaster.
awesome.
Even though I just replayed all 3 of them again,
Yeah.
in another 6 months I'd probably be ready to do it again for
Ready.
more achievements and stuff.
It always feels like when there's a new Mass Effect, I should probably play it all the way through.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So that's
I don't know why,
another one. Cyberpunk, of course, but that's
Who
way
knows when
later
that's
on.
gonna
So I'm
be.
just going to remove that one from the list here.
Horizon Zero Dawn looks real cool.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
I'm halfway on it. I don't know. You know, it looks cool, but I hope it's not super gimmicky.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know, yeah. I'm gonna leave that one as a halfer.
Yeah.
Halfer.
A little stinky pinky on that one.
You're a halvesy
Like
on that, huh?
halvesy. Just go halvesy on that.
You're a halvesy. Wait.
Wait,
I
what?
mean, just pinky.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Okay.
You're not all in.
Okay,
That's the point.
So, what other one is there coming in? There's another one.
Bob Ross and Fallout 4. That's my latest news.
Bob Ross and
Someone made a mod and had Bob Ross. It's a YouTube video. I think I saw it on Kotaku. I think probably is where I saw it at. I don't remember exactly, but it's humorous. I wouldn't say it's a game changer,
yeah.
so to speak. But I'm a big Bob Ross fan because he's sort of my kid growing up sort of Channel 7 sort of thing.
We watched.
Did you
Everybody knows
Funny
who
stuff.
he is,
Funny
you know.
stuff.
Did you guys see Twitch just started streaming all of his episodes?
Yeah.
A
Yes.
month ago? That was pretty cool.
Yes, they're on Twitch. He's also on Netflix now too, in a big way.
All right, let's
so
turn this up.
everyone loves Bob
Personal
Ross.
invitation for you to drag out your oil paints and paint along with us each week. Or just pull up the old easy chair and spend a relaxing half hour as we play some of nature's masterpieces on canvas. We use a few big brushes, a dozen colors or so,
Whoa.
and I'll show you how easy it is to create some of the most fantastic paintings you've ever seen.
That's a nice
So I tell you
painting.
what,
Yeah, it's not
let's go
bad.
up to the canvas here and let's get started.
I'm loving Bob Ross
Today we
right
have
now.
an 18 by 24 inch canvas up here, and I've already covered it with a nice thin even coat
The
of
voice
liquid
is so
white.
soothing.
So normally we always cover the canvas with liquid white or liquid black to make it wet and slick. So I tell you what, let's have them run all the colors across the
It gets a
screen
little weird,
that
yeah.
you need to paint along with me. And we're going up here and get started. Today, let's start with the old 2-inch brush, and I'm going to go right into the smallest
South Park
amount
game, I'm
of
excited
Indian
for that.
yellow. And
The
just tap the
butthole
brush
one?
Fractured
right
butthole.
into a little bit
Yeah.
of yellow. Just
Intriguing,
a small amount.
I'll
That's all
say.
you need.
Did you
Just
did
tap
you
it.
play the first
I
one?
have
Like so.
played
Okay, so we're gonna paint.
before
Let's
before
put
it
a
really
little
got
yellow in the
bad.
sky. Today I think we'll do just a happy
So
little
my
fade
video
in.
card fried my
Right.
Northbridge on my motherboard. So what would happen is I'd
So,
get
for
into
those
it.
of you that don't know, what that means is there's a south bridge and a north bridge on a motherboard, right?
Yes.
North bridge contains some really important stuff,
Yes.
like your processor.
There's pieces happening there that are critical. And once things get, it's sort of random. Usually when things get a little bit hotter,
Whoa.
it'll immediately shut off.
Right.
Boom. Kill it. Blue screen every time.
Yep.
So that's just the way it is. So that's done.
That's a failsafe, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what would happen is that things would heat up a little bit. I'm loving this.
What is he doing?
He just goes crazy with it.
It's making a happy little sky.
Making a happy sky right now.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry.
North bridge.
So Northbridge is fried. Graphics card is fine, but it really did put, when I was putting the graphics card in, I underestimated the amount of heat that it would transfer right next to where the North Bridge is located. And there's a little spot that you can see that's pseudo sort of melted, and it really got kind of hot there. Too late, everything's done now. So I would play South Park Stick of Truth. And about halfway through a good, solid session, I'd get about an hour in, 2 hours at the most, it would immediately kill it. It was enough time that I get auto-save, but it started to get quicker and quicker and quicker.
Yeah,
so I can only spend about 20 minutes playing it at the moment, and then it just dies on me, so I don't even bother anymore.
Well, you
so
gotta
I
put
played
some
about...
ice cubes in there.
That's never going to work.
Well, you try. Put it in a bag.
A bag of ice, yeah, not just literal ice cubes.
Yeah. So I think the power supply and the card are good. I just need a new computer. I'm going to slip that stuff in. It will be good,
well,
but
hey, Ben, you better hope.
I'm about halfway through Stick of Truth, and I really like it.
Did you make it to Canada?
I think I did.
But it like turns like top down.
Everything
like
turns
old
upside down or
school.
whatever I think I'm there. I think I got there because I just beat.
I don't see the replayability being very high on that.
I don't think
Because
so.
you-
I don't
kinda
think
hear
so.
the game.
But I mean,
I don't know if
Yeah.
there's like a new game plus. I love this.
Yeah.
Creepy, man. Anyway, I don't think there's like a. There could be a new game plus. I obviously haven't got that far yet, but I think I got there because I think I had just beat at some point. This was maybe even last year. I keep wanting to say Bob Dole. It's not Bob Dole.
Canada turns into like an old school.
Old school Super
Top
Mario,
down.
sort of Super Nintendo-ish. Yeah. I had just beaten
Most of that was green screened out, so
It's like space.
yeah.
Man Bear Pig.
Oh, yeah.
But what's his name?
Man, Bear Pig.
No, but the
You
guy.
created the internet.
Yeah, created the.
Oh, Al Gore.
Yeah.
Al Gore.
Al
Thank
Gore.
you. I think I just beat Al Gore the boss. I think that
Oh,
was.
nice.
Bob
And I
Dole,
think he's
very
right
close to
before that. If not, it kept killing me. That might have been the problem. It might keep killing me, Al Gore. I think I just beat him, and then that was it, and that's what upset me. And then I may have broken a few things, and
Yeah.
just put that in a corner.
Yeah.
Did you beat it? Demon, or play it?
I haven't played it.
Oh, that's really
It's good. You'll like it. I really do.
It's
I think
turn-based
you'll like
combat,
it.
like old
Yeah.
school RPGs.
It's cool.
I mean, I heard it was good, but again, like
Combat is not deep.
if
though.
you don't like South Park, you won't like
Oh,
it.
no, I
but
like South
it's
Park.
good.
it's
I
like
like
a
South Park.
South
It's
Park movie or
Yeah,
season. even,
what I've
because
seen
Exactly
from
right.
it
It's its
is
own thing,
hilarious. I love
It's
it.
funny.
I love it.
It's good.
And they changed the combat in the new one. It's not out yet. They turned it more into like a Fire Emblem tactics
Whoa.
style
Really?
combat.
Whoa.
So
I like
was-
that a lot.
I like that
Whoa.
way more.
People are gonna hate that because South Park goers aren't generally those kinds of people.
but
They're not
I
very
mean,
tactical.
if they,
What you're saying is they're lazy.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they kind of just
I
want to be
mean,
entertained
even
passively.
turn-based
Final Fantasy
RPG
Tactics-
combat is not like.
It's more passive though. I mean, it's not like
well, no,
you know.
tactics is passive as shit. You could spend 45 minutes not doing anything and make a move.
That's true. You could spend quite a bit of time.
But if you're thinking about it, you know, I mean, well, we'll see how it turns out. We'll just see. We'll see.
It's the problem. What problem? The greatest thing on the planet of Final Fantasy Tactics was that it was so hard. You really did have to think about it
It was chess
for that long.
Yeah.
You really had to get your
Like,
shit together.
and not only
Wrong
was it
move.
chess, it was like
We're
a
done.
new
You're
game
over,
of chess
yeah.
every time.
You're
too.
over,
like,
man.
yeah.
Love that game.
The funny thing is, after they finished Stick of Truth, Matt and Trey, they're like, "We're never making another video game." That was
Really?
the worst experience I've ever had.
Really?
And then they took some time off, and then but they play video games themselves, and then they realized like all the hard work's done. They got the systems in, they got the game made. Like,
The engine's good.
the engine.
That's the problem.
all they have to do is write, but they're writers. Like that's
Yeah,
not the hard part.
That's
for
all
them.
they need.
They're
yeah.
just falling
So,
into their
like-
groove, though. See, that's the problem.
like
Like,
that-
the engine's done. We're
that-
done with
yeah.
that.
Grind in that first game almost
Almost
took
killed
me
them.
away, like,
I don't
that was
know
worse.
if they'll
That's
need
not too
a
surprising,
new
though.
engine for it anyways.
No,
Why would
'cause
they
the-
update an
the
engine
graphics
for
are-
No,
yeah,
the
the
graphics are
it's
fine.
the same thing, you know?
And
Why upgrade?
looks
why we-
exactly like the cartoon.
Yeah, why are we
That's
updating
awesome.
graphics on a
Yeah.
cartoon that you can run on?
It is
know,
funny to go back
the
and watch
embedded
the first,
graphics.
The first episode of South Park is
It's
literal
like
cardboard
paper.
cutouts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I
Or
thought was
construction
fun.
paper. But
it's awesome. The only other thing I can think of, Fallout 4 DLC coming out. Not so. You're not a big fan, huh?
No.
Nuka-Cola City or
That's
whatever.
the most recent
part.
one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of them yet.
I haven't played Fallout 4 yet.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that
I
way.
played it. I didn't like it.
I'm liking this latest DLC though.
I
Liking it.
Haha, but it's
Liking
actually
it.
pretty
I am
cool.
Yeah.
I am gonna check out the new Mankind. Sorry, not Mankind. mankind. The
Deus
Deus
Ex.
Ex.
Deus Ex
I'm
Mankind.
probably gonna buy that in the next week or two.
I'm gonna check that out.
That's good.
There's I know there's one more that I'm really interested in. I want to get back into Final Fantasy
Did you
14
ever
because that's
pick
my
up
favorite MMO.
I am Setsuna.
14.
No, I didn't.
That's good. It's fun.
Um,
Well, halfway. I didn't beat it, but it's fun.
I read some stuff about it, and one thing that kind of turned me off on it was actually the soundtrack. That is all piano.
It is all piano, but it's
Really?
good. But
Yeah,
it's definitely not.
I am a
Chrono Trigger.
fan of instruments, not one instrument. So like, I think I got because I'm really heavily into music. I don't know if people know that, but I am, and so I'll listen to like piano versions of stuff, and then I'm kind of already like, okay, I'm jaded with piano, so it's not interesting to me anymore. Now, if the piano was included with other things, I'd be fine with that. But like, and also,
I watch YouTube while I play video games, so I'm not
yeah,
gonna hear this.
I guess, yeah. I try to immerse myself
And it's also
in the
not
whole thing.
voice acted, so you don't.
Yeah.
If you don't
How
like music,
about
just turn it off.
how about the? Are you always in snow?
Yes, it's all winter wonderland.
That's another problem. We live in Alaska.
Yeah, but it doesn't snow here anymore.
Apparently,
That's
for
true.
the last 3 years or something, that snow hasn't
Yeah,
been
but
an
I
issue
mean, I
here
still
either.
have
But
bad memories of a ton of snow all the time. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it's still fresh in my mind. So, I don't know if that to me again is like, okay, the level design is great, cool, but I wish it was more adventurous in that sense. You know, and that's my own problem with it. That's my own thing, and I'm not like
I think
never gonna play it. I'm
I
just
think-
not gonna play it yet.
the way they did it is, I like it because a lot of games you get all these different set pieces and places just so they can do that in school. These guys created a world,
Yeah.
or at least this part of the world you're in, and it's winter. Like this is
Yeah.
is the world you're in, and like the story is not taking place over like months, maybe it's months. So it's not like years. So like seasons are changing. So you're in this setting.
Yeah, they should have.
I'm not saying it's like 10 out of 10. Go play it now. I didn't even
yeah.
finish it, but
I
it's cool.
when they are like saying, "Oh, Chrono Trigger inspired," they really laid on the.
It's
thick-
more of the combat. The
Yeah,
combat is.
I wish they
pretty
never
good
even
at that.
mentioned Chrono Trigger at all.
so
you know?
they're saying inspired by Chrono Trigger, but
Right? Yeah,
It
the
is. I mean,
combat is.
these
the
guys-
actually, some of the texts look exactly.
Yeah.
like
Chrono Trigger, man.
Trigger.
if
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
referencing Chrono Trigger, I'd be real careful
So big
because
boots.
I
Yeah,
love that
really,
game.
Really big boost.
You got a lot of
And the
big
story
fans,
is
man.
not as good as Chrono Trigger,
Yeah.
but
That
it's
sucks.
fun. It's like
I
it's
still
definitely
think
a
about
throwback.
like the.
Chrono
some
Trigger
of the
can stand
scenes-
up to any
Here's,
RPG.
Here's a quiz
favorite games
question.
of all
What is
time.
the passcode to deactivate the machine that kills, well, not kills, but chops off the mother's legs?
I was thinking of a different
I
passcode.
don't remember it all, dude.
Laura, Lara, right?
Lara, that's right.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's the mom's name, or
That's the mom's name.
Yeah.
When you first brought up passcode, I was thinking in the future, like the robot passcodes. I can't even remember what that is, but
Oh, those. I don't even remember that one.
I was thinking LRAB, but that's just
Larb.
top of my head. I doubt
Yeah,
that's right.
Larb.
But
Hey,
Chrono
Larb.
Trigger.
Why don't you make
one
me
of the
some
greatest
coffee?
games of all time.
Shit, I
Chrono Trigger, man.
replayed that on a Super Nintendo emulator.
Completely legal because he owned the game.
Completely
at one point.
illegal. I did
You actually
actually.
are allowed
I did.
to own
I
it.
did
always-
actually own the
I
game
mean,
at that
yeah.
point. You actually own the game. We played it together.
Yeah,
We
oh,
played it many times apart. We played it
I
together.
remember spending countless hours trying to figure out how to turn Frog back into his human form
Yeah.
in game because it was a rumor.
There
that
was
you
a
could do
rumor.
it.
Yeah.
I
We
don't know
spent
if it was
hours
true.
trying to
I don't
figure
know
it
who
out.
created it. Yeah,
I don't know who did that, but
It's just one,
What
of
a
the,
dick,
one of the endings.
because that-
you
it's
get
just
it.
Yeah.
the ending, right?
Yeah.
Correct. You get to see
If you
him
do
as
it
a-
right.
Yeah.
but the rumor was specific to in game. Like
Yeah,
you could
in-game,
do
you could
something
transform
That's one of
him and
those
he is-
to get
playground
this thing.
rumors.
Exactly
Right,
right.
exactly.
That
Right.
was awful.
I don't know how we got that, but hey, I spent a lot of time searching every little inch.
I want
Yeah.
them to make that available on a platform I can play it through with Meggy, like because it's on 3DS, but Meggy's not gonna.
It's
do
on
that.
It's not
version.
really that, like-
It's on the PlayStation 1.
But yeah,
It's also
but it's
available
not-
on the PlayStation
but it's not in the store for PlayStation 4.
3. It's available for PlayStation 3 as a
I'll have to double check
PS
that.
Classic.
Is it really?
Because I checked the
I have it.
PS4 store and it wasn't, but
Yeah.
yeah, I might plug in my PS3.
Yeah,
for
PS3, along with the Final
That. Does it have the
Fantasies
cool
and stuff.
cutscenes? Because I never got to play through
It
it. with
does.
those. That's awesome.
Because those.
I
I
always
mean,
got those on the YouTube.
I'm always confused about what because I'm confused about the original game. I'm confused about what they did when they reimagined.
They
not
reimagined, yeah,
it,
they
or
have-
remastered something.
They added,
George Lucased it. I'll call it. They put in
yeah, they
weird
did.
shit that wasn't there to begin
After
with.
you beat the game, there's actually another portal that opens up. It's like a purple weird portal in town, and you go through that, and it's the additional content is so bad.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it was so bad. It was so lame.
That's too
and
bad.
just like, oh, why would they do this? This is obviously some stupid DLC. Like
The
it's not
DLC
even-
grab.
I didn't like it, but whatever.
There's a
That's too
cool Kotaku article. I just read the headline, but I really like the headline. It was for Chrono Cross. It said, Chrono Cross, great game, but terrible sequel to Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Because it hardly has anything to do with Chrono
Yeah,
Trigger.
I don't know why they.
You know,
yeah, it really.
I think we were like middle school, and I think because
it was high school when we
was it high school when
came
Chrono
out.
Cross
PS1,
came out.
Yeah.
Chrono Cross came out.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
tried
think you
to
lent it to me
borrow
at
it
some
from
point
you.
too, and I
have it still.
think I had
didn't
it
like the
on
music
what
at
PS1 or PSX, whatever they're
It
calling
was
it.
PS1. Yeah.
But I played it for a couple hours, and then I think I told you. I think I just gave it back to you. I was like, "This just isn't
Yeah, it's not.
Beginning
what I was
Same with
thinking
me. I
like, at
didn't
all,
get
dude." I
past-
was like, "This is not good."
I think there was a jail scene. You're in the jail or something.
I
Right
think
away.
so.
I never got past that.
The
I
beginning's
just didn't-
slow, man, and it,
Yeah, it was
that really
rough.
kills the game.
Yeah, it was really just not.
Even though,
a thing.
now thinking back to Chrono Trigger, you just go to a carnival. That's not
Right.
very exciting.
it was.
But somehow they made it better.
Somehow they
Well,
made it good.
I think they got away with that because, well, I don't know, just for us, I'm looking at a weird perspective, but like for us, like, it started out pretty slow, but I don't remember it being that bad.
Well,
And then I replayed it as an adult, and it was pretty bad. the first part is weird, but
it was okay because it
cool.
was open ended. It was
It works
It
now.
wasn't linear because Chrono
Yeah,
Cross
yeah, yeah.
was like, okay, you're going to a jail now, and
That
you're
was rough.
walking through.
That was pretty rough,
You know, and
yeah.
I think it was random battles that they had up there. I don't remember, but it was
I don't
really
remember
awful
either.
with that aspect. But like Chrono Trigger, you're like, what do I do? Where do I go? I didn't
And the interesting
listen
thing,
to my
like,
mom.
Yeah.
everything you do in that fair carnival actually affects later in the
Yeah,
game.
Exactly right, and I think
Sort of. I mean,
I knew
it
that,
actually doesn't,
and
but
I
yeah.
think
You could get a perfect
because that's one of those
non-simulation, yeah.
ones that Annie would occasionally be game for, like watching me play.
Yeah.
And I had to tell her. I remember telling her like, and I just realized it myself. Like everything that you do here influences the rest of the story, so you really
Yeah.
got to be not even
I would-
careful. It doesn't
I would-
matter, but you,
yeah.
I would
you
rather
gotta
Maggie
figure
not
out what you
know and let her
want.
tell me what to do. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Oh, I
take-
never
take
let
that
Annie tell
lunch.
me what to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've played it so many times. I'm going to let Maggie make the
Yeah, that's
decision.
true, too.
You
I'm
already
going to let
know what's
her
gonna happen.
get
Yeah.
herself put in jail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is a fun.
I'm going to
that's
play
a fun
it.
piece.
It's
I
like,
mean, I
yeah,
guess
take
you're,
that guy's lunch.
you're
Smack
going to
that cat.
jail either way, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
You're
That's why it
going to jail
doesn't
either way.
actually matter, but it's cool that it's
The dialogue
referenced at
changes
least.
a bit, but I think you're going to jail either way. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The I'm gonna detract a little bit. So Chrono Trigger came out after another game, Final Fantasy 3, US release 3,
like Final Fantasy
which
3?
was probably one of the longest RPGs I've ever played in my life. I think in order to
There's
beat
only
it,
one other game that compares to the length of Final Fantasy
probably the
3.
first one.
No, you know exactly which one I'm talking about. As soon as I say it, you're gonna shoot
Okay.
yourself in the foot.
All right.
Wild Arms, dude.
Oh my god!
That is
Holy
the
cow!
that is the longest game.
Oh my god!
And it was actually okay, but
I
it
loved
was
it.
the
I loved the game,
longest
but oh my
game
God.
I've ever played in my entire
The-
life.
But I really appreciate it
For
because
whatever reason, it felt like I was
it's
dying of old age. Like I
hundreds
was
of hours, I
dying.
Yeah.
It was good.
What,
I actually
what
liked
time
it.
frame are you looking at? How long is it?
This is.
actually?
This is after Chrono Trigger. So
I mean-
this is
I mean, how
PlayStation
long
1.
is
Oh,
the
about
game?
100 hours. 100
it's
hours
got to be
easy.
because
That's how it felt.
I mean,
I felt like
And
I
it's
was,
fine, but I've put
yeah,
almost
like-
200 hours into Skyrim.
Well, no. I'm saying story.
okay.
Oh yeah, the story
Okay.
is huge.
You can beat Skyrim in like 45 minutes.
exactly. You can, yeah. If you're not,
Well, and now I'm.
and this
I
is
don't-
all, and it really is like there's some side quests.
I
There's
don't-
some
I
side
don't
quests to
know
do too,
if,
so you can really expand. But the storyline is actually that long. It's really
Yeah,
long.
and maybe it just felt like that. Maybe it just felt that
It-
long.
Younger.
Maybe I'm totally wrong.
Times
I haven't even
tables.
done my
Because
my homework
also,
on it, but-
because also, you go from. I mean, you're like, oh, is this a western? Oh no, it's not. You go through a lot of stuff. Like you go to archaeology sites. You go to like space. Eventually, you
Yeah.
go back. You discover golems. You start doing all this
it
stuff.
was nuts.
And it was crazy. Yeah.
Worth a retro playthrough, man.
Yeah.
Worth a
Now,
retro playthrough. for
what's
sure.
actually worth more, if you is better, and what I recommend always is actually getting to play the. If you do me a favor, there, it's
going
the
on?
fifth one up from the bottom. There it is, Wild Arms upside down there. If you get that.
Let's have it. Oh, they
So
recreated
this
them.
is Wild Arms Alter Code F. That's our legally. Oh, Wild Arms Alter Code F. Now, what they did was the
I'm liking
creators of
this,
the original Wild Arms, they were like, you know what? We didn't fully like what we did in the first one.
Right.
Let's recreate it for the PlayStation
Let's do
2.
Because the graphics were
And they
god awful in the first one.
Oh, yeah.
But it was good. It was a
The
good.
bonus disc inside.
Good lord, what's going on?
Yeah, like an anime or something. Yeah, bonus anime DVD.
Sleeping Dirty.
That's what it's called, Sleeping Dirty?
Yep.
Excellent. So this one, bam, where's my camera? Right here. Really great game. I got it. There's, you know how you're stuck with the 3 characters in
Yep.
the first one? No,
Right.
not this one. You have like 9 that you can choose. And they're really cool.
I mean, it was long enough. Jesus.
And they really, and it's really like amazing now.
Yeah.
Like the game actually, and they remastered the sound. They redid all the graphics. They turned. I mean, it's now a PlayStation 2 game. I popped this into my computer through an emulator.
That's perfectly legal.
It is.
Yes.
I own the game.
Yes, but do you own a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 2?
I do.
With the BIOS dump, a legal
Indeed,
BIOS
I
dump,
do.
you son of a bitch.
I do.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Then you're off the
So,
hook.
thank you. I do.
Moving on. What's happening?
Anyways, so pop this in, and I loaded it up on the emulator and raised the resolution up to like, I don't know, 1080p.
Nice.
And it looks amazing. It looks like a PS3 game, so it's really good. I recommend playing it.
I'm going to snake me a copy of that too, man.
Yeah, you should just download it. I mean, legally.
From Steam.
From Steam.
I'm going to do it from Steam.
But I think I highly recommend it. Highly. And I don't highly
It's one
recommend
I've
it.
never played, so I need to check that out.
It's going to be it's rough.
The other
the original
game,
well, I should say the original one is rough.
The
but
other,
it's pretty good.
It's pretty rough. Yeah, I would go straight for this one.
Yeah, I'd hit that one up.
It's a better story because they improve on a lot of things. The other highly recommended game, of course, for the PlayStation 2 is Final Fantasy 11, which is also in that pack. Sorry, 11. I meant 12. 12.
I was gonna say.
Which that's the other game that they're re-releasing finally high definition version of on PS4 next year.
12. So
12. Yep. That's the one with the bunny chick.
Yes.
Chick with the bunny ears.
Okay.
Fran.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
Bosch von Ratzenberg.
And I hate to say this is really going to be like, I am stuck on Final Fantasy X and then 10-2 because I don't know if you remember this. I melted. These are things always happen to me. I melted my PlayStation,
something.
my first PlayStation 3 on 10-2, which is a game that I shouldn't have been playing to begin with.
PlayStation 3 didn't have 10-2.
Was that 2?
Yeah. You still
that was
probably
it. I still melted it.
Yeah.
But either way.
They have
A game I shouldn't have
release,
never have been
but
playing and ruined my PlayStation 2.
10-2 was awful.
Yeah, it was
terrible.
It was not good.
And 10, I mean, people like 10, but I'm like...
I didn't mind it. It was fine.
It was good up until I discovered a 12 when you no longer had random battles. Where you choose your battles, where you actually choose what you fight.
Yeah.
Because what you fight also determines what the drops you get. You know, if you keep fighting the same thing,
That sort of thing.
It raises everything. Yeah, it's a good game. I love it. I love the Gambit system. Highly recommend it. We're getting really tired because these guys have had beer. I've had coffee, but we've been going for a long time. I think. Thanks, Dave, for coming down here.
Absolutely.
Let me get the names up here. This is Dave here.
Dragon Ball Z right here.
Right there, Dave. He's from he come up here from Portland, Oregon. Especially
capital of the world.
Especially for this
yes.
event here. Especially for this. No, I don't know.
For Gamers Corner late edition.
David.
After hours.
After hours.
After dark.
So thanks, Dave, for coming down.
Absolutely, no problem.
Yeah.
You guys take care out there and drive safe. Any last
Why would they be
words?
driving safe?
I don't know where
They're
they're
already
going,
home.
dude. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, they're going to the theater for this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is
yeah.
theater
That's
release.
what I heard,
I
that
mean,
this is
it is
theater
a
release,
feature.
I'd
film.
watch this at Bears Tooth.
Yeah.
Drink some
Oh, I would
beers.
definitely. Oh yeah.
Just
You know what?
stream all the Gamers Corners.
Oh
That'd be cool.
man, that'd be rough.
We'll rent out the
All
mean,
you
theater.
great.
Beartooth people.
We'll rent the theater. We'll get all the 907Gs in there.
Yeah.
Now 7 OGs for real.
907 OGs. Oh, that's even
right.
better.
OGs.
Oh, jeez.
That's it, man.
Cameron, you fucked up.
We got you. We got you covered. But we're also going to trademark that.
You have to. I mean, it's got to be yours.
Luckily, we're
Copy-
on live stream.
Copywritten.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.